I think parts of the tool are in the crates.
4 crates left.
I like how it blinked on the screen.
We are geniuses.
Why is there a time limit? There's no one can beat this game.
What are you? Oh, look at those nuts.
God, how do I get up there?
Nuts.
Welcome back to Watson&James Don't Play. My name is James.
I'm Watson.
And I got my favorite little tiny boxer Stella next to me to keep me company.
While you do what? Plug the socials, I think?
Yeah, okay. So we are on Twitter at something. I don't even know the Twitter handle. Oh no, I ruined everything. What's the Twitter handle?
I think it's WJ_don't play.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's
I
about
bet
right.
if you searched Watson and James Don't Play, you would find us.
You'd definitely find us on YouTube. You'd find us on Twitter. You'd find us even on, guess what? We're on Mastodon now.
The band? We're on the band Mastodon?
You are the 198th million person to make that joke. It's been trending on Twitter recently. But yes, we are also on Mastodon, so look at that.
I mean, they named their platform Mastodon. What did they think was going to happen?
It's super German.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's do it.
Gotcha. All right, so we're playing Home Improvement on Super Nintendo today.
Brought to you by Benford Tools.
You're right. I don't know, like, I think back to when I was a kid, and I'm like, was I stupid? Did I not read? I never noticed it was Benford Tools. I just didn't pay much attention to it because I paid more attention to tool time, right?
It's sort of like those
Whoop.
fake Coca-Cola bottles you see in the background of stuff where it's like, oh, that just says soda, but it's written in the Coca-Cola font.
Hang on, does this game take place on the set?
On a sound stage, yes. That is also outside a Sonic level, apparently.
Let him go.
This is a Sonic game.
This is a stupid game.
Can he turn into a buzzsaw?
No,
Oh,
I think
missed opportunity.
So I have never played this game in my entire life.
Let's do this.
This is the first time I've picked.
Oh, he picked up a stapler. Staple that ant.
How do I shoot it?
You shot it once.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, he's got a sprayer there.
We got to hold it down to so that's the little. All right.
All right, so while you acclimate to the controls, wow.
I'm out of staples,
that's
I think.
fun.
Oh, there we go. All right.
I don't see a staple count going down.
All right. No, I'm not. That's my special move that I ruined already.
Ruined our...
Oh, he's got different. Oh, I'm swinging a monkey wrench.
There you go. I thought you were like pop, 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 pop.
I got that jazz.
And you're jacking it right there. That's great.
Okay, someone put.
Is that a pterodactyl egg?
Hang on, there's dinosaurs.
I can't with this game. This is a Coke binge of a game. I don't know what's going on. Where is that?
I just shot the egg.
Is that the dino from Mario 2? Remember the one that spits the egg at you and you gotta get on top of it?
I don't remember.
Pick it up like a turnip.
Whoa! Oh, he's slippery.
Oh,
Tim Allen is slippery. If there's one thing I know for a fact is that Tim Allen is slippery.
What?
And they're like, how do we make sure that's part of the game? Just make him slippery. I don't know.
I can't imagine coding this game with joy in my heart.
Oh, this hurts my eyes.
This had to be somebody's nightmare project.
Jeez.
Anyway.
Yeah, all right. So I'm playing this game because of a clip that I saw. So I don't know if you've heard or not, but Johnny Depp is trending everywhere because of his lawsuit against Amber Heard, his defamation lawsuit against his ex. And
this is the first time hearing of it.
That's irrelevant, really, because what it led me to was sorry, he flexed. I couldn't help myself. What led me to this game was
an 11-year-old clip.
A clip that came out 11 years ago of Johnny Depp on Extras with Ricky Gervais, and I didn't even know the name of the show was Extras.
Extra.
Is that the theme of it or what? I really don't know.
First of all, I'm gonna say that it's a great show.
Okay. I've only ever seen clips. I've never seen a show. Is it a scripted show? Is
yes,
a half-hour program?
Yes.
Okay. What happens? What's it about?
The premise, as best as I can remember, is that Ricky Gervais and a couple of his friends, a couple of the other characters, are essentially trying to make it as actors. So they're on all these productions for television shows and movies and stuff like that, and they're just very low-level extras. Okay. So they're in the background and stuff like that, but they're trying to put in their dues and they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
So basically every episode revolves around a guest star.
Yeah.
So it'll be Johnny Depp, it'll be Ian McKellen, it'll be, whoever, some huge star. And they'll do a scripted bit, basically, where they kind of poke fun at themselves. Like the Johnny Depp bit that you were showing me. It kind of plays with his persona. And it's funny, and it's all scripted. And
it's funny. Everyone's having fun.
But it's presented as these are these are people trying to
Trying to
further their acting career
make
and
their way.
Yeah, network and get advice from these movie stars. And it's a good way for the movie stars to kind of poke
This
fun
is
at their
hard.
image. Yeah, it's very hard.
Jeez.
I don't like that 3 little boys come out and
it's
fan
weird.
you. Because you don't necessarily know that's his sons.
If you're expecting to see like set 1, 2, I don't think it's going to happen.
When do we get to play as JTT?
When do I get to play as Al? That's his name? Al?
I hope
his buddy?
I hope Wilson is the final boss.
You have to kill Wilson.
He never comes out from behind a fence and you just see a head going back and forth, shark style.
You have to staple Watson. Jeez, you have to staple
Jeez.
Wilson's face to the fence.
I'm gonna choose to believe that wasn't Freudian.
You don't think so? I'm gonna staple your face. I could kill that pterodactyl.
Kill the pterodactyl. Why
Spitting
don't
eggs
you
at me.
focus? What is your point though about the clip? Why like?
I don't have a point.
You
I thought
didn't
it
have
was
a
funny.
point.
I thought it was funny.
Oh, that's a point. Yeah.
Is that a fun? Is it okay?
That's the point.
I'd never
funny.
seen it before. I'm not familiar with the show extras. I just thought it was funny that they have different clips that I've seen. The other clip that I'm a big fan of is the one with Liam Neeson.
Seek out the Patrick Stewart clip and the Ian McKellen clip.
They're good stuff, huh?
2 different clips. You'd think they'd be together. They're
Look
not.
at this giant. Die, you
Kill
stupid
it.
drag. Ow!
What?
It's split into tinier dragonflies. Game over.
Game
you want to
over,
play this
dog.
pile of crap?
I like the cocaine sprinkles. Just all through the.
We're missing plot. Hang on. Hey, Al, I think I'm going to try to find the missing
Creepy name. The
tools
missing-
again. Oh, God. Look at his face. Gee, I don't know, Tim.
That's all he
Let's
says.
be fair about this, Al. Let's ask our great audience what they think. Okay, audience, let's hear from you. Yes.
That was the
They'd say
continue
yes.
screen.
Oh,
That was. That's all you talked through was a glorified continue screen.
I hated it. I hated every second of it.
Now, we're going to play the same thing again because it's going to be worse this time.
It's going to be so much worse. So the I think A button is shoot stuff. Yeah, that's your grappling hook apparently. This button over here is how you shoot. There you go. You figured it out.
All right, I'm getting there.
This does not have good. It's a term that I've discovered recently called play conditioning, and this game has poor play conditioning. So if you've recently played Elden Ring,
Nerd.
the game has pretty good play conditioning.
You got to stop saying that.
Play conditioning, and what I mean by that is that, jeez,
Why did I think that would keep going down?
the game kind of teaches you how to play.
All right. Yeah.
Another game that's really good about it. Apparently, you hit the checkpoint.
Hell yeah, I did.
Another game that is really good about it.
Oh, the chest. I think the chest
is also
the
a Super
checkpoint.
Nintendo game, which is Mega Man X. The way the game is
love that
designed
game.
has really good level design. In the very first level, the game just throws you into the first level, but through situations, it teaches you how to play the game without any kind of like press X to jump. Are you sure? This game,
Complete this tutorial to try to do anything else in the game.
the Home Improvement video game, starts out on the set of Tool Time and then throws you into the prehistoric.
It throws you
era.
into a combination of the green zone from Sonic and Jurassic World.
With no guidance whatsoever.
Just a staple gun and a jackhammer.
Just Tim Allen's coked that ass with a staple gun.
I don't know what I'm doing
and he's
here. Why
killing
am I like-
dinosaurs.
I guess
You're stuck, bro.
I can't go up or
You got to
down,
jackhammer
really?
down through those rocks.
I tried that.
Hold down and hit the.
Well, no, I did.
Hit the business
jackhammer
button.
deal for a minute.
Did you?
I tried to.
Did you try it again? Try it better.
I'm trying. I'm trying better.
Play. There
There
you
it
go.
is. There it is.
Try moving over a hair.
Okay.
It's not doing anything. All right.
It doesn't. Yeah, it didn't seem to be effective.
That serves zero purpose.
I can write it though.
Just like the show Home Improvement, it served zero purpose.
Oh.
I see it on. There's like a. I don't know what it is. It's like one of the extra channels for normal TV, is what I call it.
Maybe there was another ledge over there. I don't know. I got.
It's like one of those dash channels where they play old sitcoms.
Mm-hmm.
They'll play like 6 episodes of Home Improvement in a row, and I'm like, who's watching this? Who's at home right now
People like
watching
my
this?
parents.
Really?
They're just retired and watching cable.
And they're just there watching the show.
Just watching it. It's
Yeah.
so weird.
I don't know. It's weird. Every time that I stumble upon regular broadcast television, I think to myself, who's watching this? I haven't watched TV, like sat down and watched a TV channel in ages, unless I'm at someone else's house and it's on. You know, like I haven't gone out of my way. That TV doesn't happen here. It's all streaming. Mm-hmm. All streaming all the time. And speaking of streaming, Netflix, you're about to get canceled, by the way. I'm not going to go into details as to why, but I mean, anyone with a pulse will know that Netflix sucks now. Used to be the thing to have, man.
Too
Used
big
to
to
be the
fail.
thing. Used to be the thing to have. Now it's HBO Max is the thing to have. What do you think I think we've talked about this before, but I think HBO Max is probably the one that I watch the most now.
This is very frustrating.
It is. You're stuck, man.
I'm literally just walking back and forth, and this is super interesting to talk about streaming services and whatnot, but I need something more from this game.
You need to, like, reset the game or something?
I feel like I wandered in the middle here without a backup plan.
You're just going to have to kill yourself.
All right.
It's like real life.
Not the first time I've thought that.
You get stuck, and it's like,
all right, well, oh boy.
Your therapist is
You're
like,
just gonna have to kill yourself.
Your therapist is like, I don't know, man. End it all. I don't know what to tell you.
That is. You ever hear a long sigh from your therapist? It's just that is fucked up.
I had a therapy session one time, and they straight up said to me, "We're gonna have to talk about this next time." And that was where that ended.
You open a can of worms that they weren't prepared for.
And I said, hang on, what? And he straight up told me, he says, I'm not prepared to respond to you right now. You'll need to come back tomorrow.
Wow.
And he didn't bill me. And I'm like, wow, I must be screwed up. He didn't bill me for that session. That was the cool part.
I think maybe it could be just one of those things where it's not that you're that fucked up, like you said. You're not.
It's what it felt like.
Sure, it felt that way.
When I told him I was canceling Netflix, he was like, "We got to talk about this tomorrow, okay?"
But
I don't have time to deal with you right now. Get out of my office.
This is too much for me. This is too much.
It's too much. I crossed the line.
No, for the therapist.
Oh yeah.
No, I just think
hey, set 1-1 again. The turbo triple action. Are we putting that back together? I don't know what's happening. I hate this game. I hate it.
All the episodes.
I hate everything about it.
Remember the special thing? They would be trying to build some souped up Tim Allen version of something. It was the man's bathroom,
he built
man's
that.
lawnmower, whatever.
It took him 6 years to build that freaking hot rod.
God, I hate that hot rod.
Have some conviction, Tim.
God, he loved it so much more than his family.
Right? That frame sat on the floor.
And look, we all love it more than we love Brad. But Mark grew up to be a goth because he had no strong male role model.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas,
he was always going to be fine.
Right?
He's co-spy on his good looks, become a con man later in life, and be taken care of by some sugar mama.
I just love the episode, or it's not even an episode. It's a promo that they mention in a Dana Carvey documentary. And it's the one where Jonathan Taylor Thomas was gonna die.
I always see the meme of when Mark became a goth.
Oh yeah. He had eyeliner on too, didn't he? Like
it was just peak JC Penney mixed with Hot Topic fashion of the early 2000s, or mid 90s.
So it's how I dressed. That's what.
It's how we dressed.
It's how we dressed. We were just like
looking like extras on a Simple Plan video.
We looked stupid. Just ridiculous.
They're Jinkos, Mom. They're cool.
The thing that I'm referencing though, it was a reference to the.
Why was he dying?
I don't know.
Cancer?
Something.
It was like a possible cancer.
He had a lump or something. I don't know.
How did you get down there?
He had a Jonathan Taylor Thomas lump, and they're like, you're gonna die. And he says, but I don't want to. And the doc's like, I'm sorry.
It's just the way it be.
Whoa, that caterpillar's trying to get me. He says, leave me alone.
It's an ant.
Oh.
And it will absolutely murder you.
All right. Anyway, so am I saying Dana Carvey, right? That's his name? The comedian?
The comedian,
yeah,
known as Dana Carvey.
They were doing a documentary, and they were talking about the promo that ruined the Dana Carvey show.
Yeah, you were watching the Hulu documentary.
Is that what it was?
About Hulu? About it?
Again, I live on clips. I don't watch anything. I just watch clips.
Yeah, you really don't watch full things. It makes
I don't.
difficult to do detective work when you watch interesting things, then I don't know how to watch them.
So I'm watching this clip, and they're talking about how... Coming up next, they played the Home Improvement promo where Jonathan Taylor Thomas was like, "I don't want to die, Dad." And
Followed by
Tim Allen says, "You're not gonna die."
You're gonna be
and snorts 3 lines of coke in front of his kid,
just blowing
off the top of the Pac-Man cocktail machine,
off the man's cocktail machine,
and then it's like, coming up next, the Diet Pepsi Dana Carvey hour.
I remember that they changed the sponsors like every week.
Oh, I have to collect crates.
The Muggs Diet Root Beer Dana Carvey show.
I think parts of the tool are in the crates.
4 crates left.
I like how it blinked on the screen.
We are geniuses.
Why is there a time limit? There's no one can beat this game.
What are you? Oh, look at those nuts.
God, how do I get up there?
nuts.
There's a grappling hook.
I have yet to see a hook or anything you're supposed to grapple. You know, the Batman game and stuff like that always had very clear, like, eyelets or whatever that you could see, and you knew what you were supposed to grapple onto. But this is a mess.
Zero direction. None. Oh, hang on. I can go down here.
There it is. Now you're blasting through walls.
Yeah, but see the staples? They shoot in like 30 different directions, so you just
you're strafing.
You just gotta keep blasting until you hit that rock.
You can bend down though and do it. That helps.
And you still miss.
You still miss a lot,
but you don't miss as much.
Ooh, a hard hat.
Oh, good. Yeah, because we need that.
We need a lot of stuff.
Someone's like,
I like that this is just shooting walls with a staple gun, and they were like, "Yeah, kids will like it. Look at all the coke dust."
Oh, that gave me invisibility. How the hell am I supposed to shoot this? Oh my god, this sucks. Can I? Oh, I figured it out.
You can hammer it too. Okay, that's good. We could have probably hammered.
I like how the dog
a lot more efficiently.
The dog came over like, "Are you okay?"
The dog's upset for us.
I'm not okay. I'm the opposite of okay.
I sensed you were in distress.
All right, here we go. That's what the monkey wrench is
You're
for.
doing it. You're doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, jeez, what a pile
We'll never do
of
it
crap.
again, but we're doing it.
I'm not going down there.
Don't go down there and go that way. Oh no, it told you.
Oh jeez.
Okay,
oh jeez.
You jumped into its mouth.
Kill it.
You're like, I'm not going down there. Well, I guess I'll get in its mouth.
Oh, it's so embarrassing.
This is wonderful. I
Where
like
are you
it when
putting
you're.
me?
I like.
Here,
you can
you
get
gotta-
through it. You can get through it. It's good.
I like how it puts you in a place that's locked.
Try not to screw it up, idiot.
What a moron.
Nothing can get you in here, so take your time.
Take your time, stupid.
Right.
All right, I got it now.
There's like half a dozen ideas going at once in this game, and they
Well-
don't all necessarily gel.
Dude, the 90s were just...
See, I walk off a cliff. You walk off, and they're like, "No, there's more game down
No,
there."
it's cool.
It's fine.
Oh, no, I'm stuck where you were stuck.
Oh no, no, but you found a way out. I think you can get through that one. That one looks like it's made of the same.
You think
stuff.
so? You
actually
think that's got
through.
some...
That's the same wall you
Those
were.
are the breakable rocks?
It was when you were shooting staples at them.
Not anymore, man.
I give up. I give up trying to figure this
What
game
a
out.
stupid game.
I mean, I get it, but I don't want to get it. I feel like it's that dumb.
We almost never talk about the game unless the game sucks.
This is
And this
engrossing. All right, we're swerving.
This
we're
game
swerving.
sucks.
We're swerving into Criterion corner. I think.
At what point in Jurassic Park did the raptors shoot fire? How close do you think the Jurassic Park movie was to being like a noir gritty film? Because the book is gritty. All right?
The book's got a lot of science in
The
it.
book's got a lot of science in it, and it's got a lot of violence in it.
I
and
hate-
graphic violence. Like Dennis Nedry's death in the movie was nothing compared to what happened to him in the book. You know what I mean? And it's got me thinking about. I've been thinking about a lot about how movies could have been.
Yeah.
If they were like, we need to put this in the Criterion Collection.
Oh, that's
You know what I mean?
That's a great lens.
It's
I like that.
It's a weird lens. I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Well, everybody does the whole. Wouldn't it be fun if Kindergarten Cop got into the Criterion Collection? Like,
No.
They make their dumb pitches, and it's always just who can name the dumbest movie.
Like I just immediately no.
That's stupid.
No. I see. Okay.
There's that grapple.
Oh, great. Oh, hell yeah.
What I like is
Hell yeah.
is your suggested lens of what would it take to take this movie and morph it into something that could be seen in the Criterion
Like
Collection and not
how many-
stick out from their existing catalog.
How many ultra-violent and or black and white scenes do we need to be Criterion
I think
material?
we need a couple of lens flares, a la Brian De Palma, a la Dean Kundis.
You're just saying names that no one knows now. Dean Kundis.
He's
It's
the
almost
cinematographer on They Live.
Dean Kundis, but
You piece of shit.
It's sorry. I didn't know that. How could I? Is They Live a Criterion movie?
No.
I didn't think so. I was
God,
like,
no.
I'm like Rowdy Roddy Piper made it in the Criterion Collection.
Rowdy Roddy
Hell yeah.
made it into our hearts, but not the Criterion Collection. No, what I'm saying is that the Criterion Collection does not have... I don't think it has any John Carpenter movies.
Okay.
I love John Carpenter. As a person, as a filmmaker, I think his discography is extremely interesting.
Whoa.
And he's made a surprising number of like bold and interesting choices. Just he's always himself, and I really respect that about him.
Okay.
But when
He
you're
makes
talking,
music too, doesn't he?
he absolutely makes music.
Hell yeah.
He
I
also
know.
tours with that music, I believe.
So proud of that little tidbit of knowledge I know now.
Oh, he's fantastic, isn't he?
was good.
If you like 80s synths, you'd be into John's work.
Basically, to give you a little perspective, if you like the theme to Stranger Things,
Yeah.
you're gonna like John Carpenter.
It's a direct ripoff.
Yeah.
of most of John Carpenter's synth work.
And that's not an insult to Stranger Things either. That's just the way it is.
Just get the Shudder app. He did the music for the app.
Really?
So even the intro music that comes up where it just hits the boom boom on those like creepy synths, they actually went and got John Carpenter to do that for them.
Did you know that in the Cretaceous period everything shot fire at you?
Did you know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell?
Unfortunately,
yeah,
I do know that. I don't know what that means. I just know that it is.
Not sure how they calculate property tax, but I do know the mitochondria thing.
And it's the powerhouse of the cell.
The powerhouse of the cell.
Tim Allen's got hops, mad hops.
So, one movie that seriously gets put out as a contender for the Criterion Collection that I would make a good, strong case for would probably be Moon.
Moon? I thought it was part of the Criterion Collection.
I could see it in there, but no, as far as I know, it's just an independent movie that is awesome.
I didn't know that.
But it's one of those that kind of skirts the line where I feel like if it had more of a cultural impact maybe at the time of its release, or if it develops a significant kind of influence now, it might make it in there.
It had a pretty
but people talked, they liked it. I mean, we're not breaking new ground saying Moon is a good movie, but yeah.
It had a pretty big staff though. Not staff, but like cast. Like those are some pretty big names in their cast.
They had two big names.
Would you still call that
and one of them wasn't even there, he was just a voice.
That's true. Would you still call that an independent film?
It's absolutely an independent film because it's not about who's in it, it's about who finances it.
Okay. But it wasn't. So I get confused on what an indie film means. So whenever I see Sony Pictures,
yeah, I see what you mean.
When I see Sony Pictures Classic, I don't see indie film. I see pretentious film.
What you see is a picture that got bought later.
So I see
by a distributor known as
Sony. I understand now. When I see Sony Picture films, I think to myself, "Ha, I hate this," and then I watch the movie and. About 30% of the time, I actually like it.
Yeah.
And the other night, whenever I watched Moon with Sam Rockwell, I actually did like it. I liked it. It was a pretty good movie.
Isn't it a pretty good movie?
Yeah, I really liked it.
It's just a solid sci-fi story.
I had it kind of figured out,
a little bit,
so to speak.
A little bit.
Die, you stupid raptor! Come on!
Oh,
come on, get him! Is he dead? He's dead.
He's throwing stuff. Yeah.
Hell yeah!
Like good stuff.
Oh, you suck. Of course, you just walk through this one. They're like, "Hey, add a little bit to the foreground to really really
immersive."
I want an immersive.
Chainsaw!
I got a chainsaw! Yes!
We are in uncharted waters, folks.
Oh!
That is badass.
It destroys... Oh, great. Now I'm stuck down here because the chainsaw is like... Oh, no.
You got to grapple your way out, baby. Did this game just get awesome? You kind of got a much better weapon here, I feel like.
It still sucks.
It still sucks to actually play, but it looks better.
It looks better, yes. All right, I'm out of here where I got a chainsaw, and that's right. You guys are effed now. Effed.
Man, imagine if this was an Evil Dead game.
Oh, what could have been? It's shoved onto his arm. Oh, I see his hand, though.
You see his hand,
You see his hand.
It's like he's holding a shield or something.
So you're the one that kind of... You recommended it offhand. You just kind of referenced Moon in passing. Mm-hmm. And I finally just said... Or the other night you said, you have...
You have just enough time to watch Moon before the Barry premiere.
And I said, okay, I'll watch it.
And it was offhanded, and your okay was... It took me a little bit by surprise. I was like, I think he just said okay. Like, that's actually what he's going to do.
And it is what I did.
And you did it. And because like 45 minutes later, you were...
I was referencing the movie 45 minutes later.
Yeah.
I like how you spit out rings in this game just like Sonic, too.
I told you.
This is Sonic.
I told you.
This is shitty Sonic.
Yeah.
They did it.
This started as a Sonic game.
Oh.
Tim Allen's dumbass movie hit #1, and they were like, pump out a game. Change everything.
Chainsaw his ass. Come on. Come on. Got you.
You did chainsaw the shit out of that dinosaur.
That was awesome.
Tim Allen chainsaws dinosaurs.
Apparently.
How is this a tool time game? What does this have to do with the show?
There are still 2 crates in this level. Where else is there to go? That's what I don't understand.
Are you fighting for stage time? Like they're supposed to be filming tool time, but clearly the Jurassic Park production took their tools. So now you have to sweep out all these animatronic dinosaurs before you can get back to shooting tool time.
In the middle of his Coke-filled binge, he was like, I gotta go get the dinosaurs.
That's canon.
That's part of the show.
That is now in the show. When I'm watching reruns of this, I'm going to be thinking like, oh, when Tim's not on screen, he's out killing dinosaurs with a chainsaw.
So spoiler alert, if you have not seen Moon, I'm about to spoil the movie.
Yeah, we're going to spoil the shit out of Moon.
It has Sam Rockwell in it. It has a disgraced Kevin Spacey. Sorry.
Pre-disgrace.
It was awkward hearing his voice. I didn't care for it.
I know. I did warn you.
Yeah, I knew about it, and then I heard it, and I'm like, ew.
I didn't want it to be too off-putting that like you would be surprised by it when you heard it and then turn off the movie.
Like The Usual Suspects, I can't even watch it. I'm done.
Do you want to hear something embarrassing?
Kind of, yeah.
I've never seen The Usual Suspects.
Don't.
I don't
now
care.
You can't. Now you legally...
It's been spoiled for me for years.
Right.
So, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Everyone knows who Kaiser Soze is.
Yeah, but I have no idea what that means.
You're right, but you know that it's Kevin Spacey.
Now I do. Yeah, like in
One
my
left.
brain I do.
Oh.
You're nailing this. I'm so
dude,
proud of you.
If I beat the first... I just want to beat the first level.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Big spoiler alert.
You got about 5 minutes to finish this level.
If you don't want to be spoiled by the movie Moon, starring Sam Rockwell, stop.
Just go ahead and go to the next episode now. Go revisit our Dune talk. Now that Dune's been out for a while. Stuff like that. Go listen to us talk about some stuff you've seen.
He's a clone. He's a clone.
He is absolutely a clone.
So the movie starts out really in an interesting way because it got me hooked on... There's the other crate. I don't know how the hell to get up there. You got to get up that crevice there.
And there's no grapple?
There's no grapple. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I'm stuck. So I'm just going to keep flailing around. I see that. Am I supposed to grapple over there? I have no idea what to do.
It's got to be this, right?
Got to be
the nuts
this.
are leading you that way.
Why would... Exactly. The nuts are...
Which sounds awful to say.
The nuts are leading you that way. So Sam Rockwell's a clone, but the way the movie starts out, it starts out kind of explaining why you're about to see what you're about to see, which is Sam Rockwell on the moon. Sam Rockwell is on the moon because the way that the world harnesses energy now is that they kind of collect solar power from the moon. They have these machines that drive around on the moon.
They harvest or mine
They
trapped solar energy in the form of hydrogen-3. Helium-3.
Helium-3. And then they shoot it back to Earth via spacecraft.
And that's the continuous supply of energy that they've now been able to kind of harvest and make everything better on Earth.
And by and large, it's all automated, except there's got to be a guy up there to kind of keep an eye on things.
Which is a constant thing that you always hear about automation, that like... At what point is it completely automated, or what is a skeleton crew at that point? Yeah, and at this point in the movie, you find out that it's essentially, one guy on a 3-year mission.
So it's not completely automated.
No, he has to maintain the operation, basically, which is minimal, but yeah, he still has to do it.
But then I'd say about maybe 30 minutes into the movie, you find out that, the whole process is automated.
Yeah.
Because they're using the clone of an individual that volunteered for this program.
They've created
it's kind of a Django Fett thing.
Yeah, they've created a closed loop for him to exist in, and he's a full-on human, capable of doing all the things a human would need to, but they don't ever need to bring him home.
And they kind of downloaded memories into his brain.
Of the original Sam.
But only bits and pieces of it.
Enough to create a narrative for their liking.
And the idea was that this clone is able to live for about 3 years.
Until it breaks down.
And... to kind of give the clone hope, they let him know, like, hey, you're going to get to go back home and see your wife now.
Yeah, this is just 3 years. We know you're getting kind of broken down and not feeling great. That's why it's only 3 years. You're going to come home now, and then you're a hero for, helping us get energy and helping Earth, and everything's going to be great. Here's recorded messages from your wife and stuff like that.
And his end of the 3 years pops up. He gets into the sleep chamber, and they incinerate him. And they start anew with a new clone. And who knows how long
they've been... the new clone wakes up thinking they've been in a crash. And they go from there and kind of implant the memories. And the cycle starts anew.
You figure out that this whole process has been going on for about 15 years.
Approximately, yeah.
So there's been about 5 successful iterations of Sam Rockwell's character.
This is either the 5th or 6th Sam now.
Whose name is also Sam, by the way.
Down. Sam is the character name as well.
Sam Bell. And... it's weird that I remember his last name. The movie stuck with me.
I like Sam Rockwell.
And Sam Rockwell. Yeah, right. And
that's what he would be if he was on the Flintstones.
Outstanding. Sam Rockwell, get in my office. You're fired via pterodactyl. And they just a pterodactyl eats Sam Rockwell violently. Because it's the caveman times.
But also on the moon.
And finally, the clones end up existing at the same time on accident. One of the clones wrecks his crawler out in the snow.
The robot thinks he's dead.
Or out in the moon snow. It kind of feels like snow. It's like a snowstorm situation.
So robot Kevin Spacey.
I ran out of time.
Thinks it's time to trigger another clone.
And
to keep things going.
Right. So he triggers another clone. And then the new clone
has to meet broke down old clone.
And he takes it pretty well. Really, you're going to start me out with the... It's weird how well they take it. And it kind of makes me feel like how most people would take it.
I mean, look, at a certain point, you gotta be looking at yourself going, well, I am on the fucking moon. Stranger things have happened.
Most people
Maybe I'm a clone.
Most people that are presented with weird but calm situations deal with it pretty well.
I think that's...
We don't have a choice as humans. We have to deal with it.
Yeah, the spirit of kind of what they talk about when they talk about human resilience. Our adaptability as people. We can wrap our minds around some pretty messed up stuff.
Right. So together, these clones, they kind of hatch a plan to get back to Earth. And they figure out that only one of them is going to be able to get back to Earth. Right. And the entire time, the new clone, the young clone, is like, no, the more seasoned clone needs to be the one to get back to Earth, but he's dying.
He's clearly breaking down now to the point where, yeah, if he hadn't died in that crawler accident, then he would be dead anyway, basically. He's breaking down hard. It mirrors kind of almost like late stage cancer symptoms where you start coughing up blood and you're weak and you're dizzy and
you just start
it's real bad.
Wasting away.
You start wasting away.
And they I don't want to ruin everything, so I'm just going to say that the
final 15 minutes of the movie is
they are kind of successful in their plan.
Somewhat
successful. One of them ends up going back to Earth, and the movie ends with them kind of playing audio clips from...
Yeah, what did you think of that last line of the movie?
I don't remember what it was, actually.
It's essentially just an audio clip of what sounds like a radio call-in show or like a CNN talk show or something like that, where they're essentially, debating even his story and whatnot. And it kind of just has that almost cynical John Carpenter almost vibe to it, where it's real cynical kind of about the nature of humanity. It's kind of a mean movie in that way, I think.
Yeah, I like movies that kind of leave it up to you to decide what happens.
Well, I like that it paints the picture of a world where if this guy came back telling the story that he would have to tell, of course there would be a vocal contingent that would not believe him and just call him a liar and all that stuff.
Right, like he's full.
It would immediately give rise to conspiracies and hoaxes and all that kind of stuff, because that's how people are too.
If there's one thing I've learned in the past couple of years is that you can pound someone in the face with science and facts.
You cannot make them believe something.
And they will tell you that rubbing an essential oil on your foot will cure anything. So that's just one of the wacky things that they come up with.
I always like to point out that there's a shitload of stuff in the universe that obviously we don't know anything about. But there's also a shitload of stuff that we've already ruled out as not working. So can we move on from astrology and shit like that?
And one thing that definitely doesn't work is extreme automation.
Homeopathic medicine
And automation are inherently flawed.
So can we just stop with that shit?
I'm going to stop with this game.
We should absolutely stop with this game.
Hey, Tim Allen. Go fuck yourself.
And the coke you rode in on.